Hi everyone, here we are. We have a design wall and we have the Civil War blocks up. All 53, I think we have 52 of them. So we only need 50 to do the diagonal design, which is, let's see. This is the one that I really like. The one on the diagonal, on point is what they call it. Now, of course, we could do the one that's not on point, like this one. But I'm really liking the on point one. And you see the sashing they did between them? It's like two lights and a dark. And it's scrappy. We could do that. Two lights and a dark. And so I wanted to show you some of the let's bring you closer so you can look at the blocks. So I'm really happy with them. Here's the tree with the apples in the tree. Oh, I forget the names of all of these. Remember, we've done them all year long, for goodness sakes. This is one of the more recent ones. It's an applique one. And where's that one that was with the Y seams? Oh, this is it right here. All of those Y seams. You can't even see it. Let me put that up. Yeah, see, there's the Y seam one right up here. And then remember this leaf one? Isn't that a pretty one? And I always liked this fabric, so I like that one. Oh, this is the circular one. Can you see it from where you're at? Yep. So those are those circular seams. I actually learned how to do that. Oh, this one was a difficult one. See, this looks like it's a one-piece star, but it's not. These are all these little diamond shapes. I'll show you. So we made a little template out of some template material that was in my Soft Squares box. So we used it for the pouch, and I made a template for this. So the one that I want to do takes 50 blocks. And we got to audition some things for sashings. Oh, and when I talked about this in one of my last videos, I'm sorry, I forget who it was that suggested it, but there is a book that we may have gotten in the Soft Squares or one of the other boxes that discusses how to determine how many pieces of sashing and how wide they ought to be. And then if you'll notice, here it is on the front of the book too. It's a 9 patch. There are the cornerstones. And I do like that. But I don't like them being too scrappy. So, let's look at these things, these fabrics that I have. I'll bring them around to the camera here, just a sec. I've got them all laid out. Just put them up here on my shoulder. Boy, I'm going to have enough of this kind of fabric, this reproduction fabric, for an army. I got a little carried away because I think I'll only need like a yard, and I've got 2 or 3 yards of different things. What do you think about using 2 of these light fabrics and a red one in the middle? Like that. Or do we want to do 2 light fabrics and a navy blue polka dot? Or the navy blue circles. What do you think? And then I would like to be consistent instead of as scrappy as the Barbara Brackman suggested one is. But we could do all the 9 patches to be exactly the same. And then decide what we're going to, oh, her 9 patches, some are red and some are blue with the white. Oh, yeah, look at that. Some of the sashing has blue in the middle, And some has red in the middle. Well, let's look at here. We got lots of reds, lots of cranberry reds, predominantly. And it is a brighter red. It's not really a reproduction fabric, but I liked it, so I used it. And again, at least that's a Kansas Trouble. And this is from a Soft Squares box that we did Little Red Riding Hood. But I like that shade of red. And that's that same red that's in the Patriotic Sew Sampler this last week. Okay, so then we have, I think this is our only bright red in the whole quilt. So most of my reds are this cranberry flavored red. But we've got a lot of blues, pale blue, regular blue, a little bit of a turquoise blue. Not too many turquoise. These are almost all regular blues. So I think our Jane Austen quilt's going to have a lot of turquoises in it, and that family of color. Whereas the Civil War one is going to have more of a, this color. Isn't that nice? That's from Soft Squares. What do you think of this one? Oak Clusters. That's Walmart. Waverly. This one's beautiful. I think it's a Marcus fabric. Well, we can look. Just a minute here. Let's look and get the exact name. Huckleberry Salt Box. Yeah, no, I know I got it at Soft Squares. Huckleberry Salt Box by Riley Blake. Definitely a period fabric. Salt box. And then this fabric, little sprigs of pale blue on an ivory background with just the dots of red. That would be another good one. Because, the fabrics are in that same family of colors. Off-white, creams. This is the whitest one I have in there, and it's a beige. It's a cream with a brown square in it. Maybe this. Oh, I did use some of my Riley Blake Cloud. Yeah, I guess I did do that. Oh, well, I'm thinking that I'm not deciding for sure whether I want to mix it all up and do like the Civil War Sampler by Barbara Brackman book shows, or do I want to be consistent? And this fabric, this one's a lovely fabric, and I'm pretty sure that I got that at Crazy Moose with that bundle of fabrics I got at Christmas for the $50 off or $50 gift certificate. Pretty sure I did anyway. It's Benartex Prairie Grove Peddler for Benartex by Cheryl Haynes. I like it. Is there a year on it? No year on it. But it's, I like that it has a little bit of a gingham in the back of it. Well, what do you think? I'm taking votes, please. What are your votes? What kind of a sash should we put on there? I went and looked at the sashing that So Blessed by Jess put on hers. And I do like that. And I remember I am getting some of the fabric coming now that has the handwritten words on it for my Jane Austen one. But, that's the same era. Civil War and Jane Austen are pretty close. So either way, that would go here or there. Although, well, we'll wait and see. I may need all the handwriting for the Jane Austen because I'm going to be using it as background in most of the flower blocks. But I'm definitely liking this salt box blue. Don't you think that's a good blue for this one? And it's got all these nice tans that go with all these things. I like it. There's some blues. This is a true navy blue. There's some navy blue up there and over here. I think it would bring it together nicely. Yeah, I'm liking it. What are you thinking? Because I'm really determined to get this ready for the, to put it in the county fair. I don't expect to win anything, okay, because they're not perfect. Some of these are a little wonky, but they're fine for me. And anyway, so that is the progress on my Civil War for January 2026. We are ready to pick out sashings and get started figuring out how many of them we need and start connecting the blocks and auditioning where I want to put the blocks. And, you know, we did all these blocks all year long, right? And I can't even remember the names of maybe 5 of them. Not disappointing to me. Peace and Plenty, Fox and Geese. Oh, wait a minute. There's Fox and Geese right there. Peace and Plenty. Oh, that's right there. And Strength in the Union. Is it that one? It might be that one, but there was another one that looked like that. I have a heat vent right up here that sort of blows them off a little bit when the furnace is going. But you should have seen me this morning in my jammies and my hammer and my nails, and I was putting up that design board, design wall, and I just didn't want to go buy some more stuff, so I just used what I had and put it on there with tension. And with tension, it makes it flat enough so that stuff sticks to it, which I'm so thrilled about. Anyway, okay, well, thank you very much. That is update on Civil War. I've said that already, sorry. And this is Marlene with Dixie Quilters, and have a blessed day. Bye now.